welcome back to my channel. So I have a kind of fun video for you, a kid-related video if you're interested in those, to hopefully give you guys some small little ideas that we have in terms of keeping your kids active at home. So like a lot of you, we are sheltering at home now for going on 6 or 7 weeks, and we have 4 of our kids at home. We're trying to homeschool the older ones, and the younger ones, it's just been kind of damage control, I think, keeping them alive and happy. So we've been trying to think of some creative types of products we can get to kind of help engage with them, but also, you know, to keep them busy and pass the time at home rather than just watching screens all the time, as our kids also do as well. So I wanted to hopefully share some of these ideas with you, and this is basically a Target and Amazon haul of kid items if you're interested. And hopefully it's just kind of a fun, lighthearted video, might give you some good ideas for your little kiddos. For those of you who might be new here, welcome. I am a full-time working mom, but I have 4 young children, and I really like making these YouTube videos on fashion, beauty, mommy lifestyle. So if those kind of things sound at all interesting, please definitely check out my other videos linked down below, and please also consider subscribing to this channel too. So again, like a lot of you, to be honest, we're kind of struggling still with our kids at home. It's hard to balance watching 4 kids, to be honest, but also trying to do my full-time job too. So it's really a struggle between my husband and I, but so far we're doing okay. I think the kids are overall doing pretty well and happy. So in order to kind of give them little incentives to kind of get through the day, and also to have some really fun, partially educational products too, I went on Amazon and Target last week and kind of went through and found some kind of little fun treats for them. So I hope that this will give you some ideas that you might want to consider for your little ones too. So I have 4 kids again. The oldest is just a little over 8 years old, and the youngest is a little over 1-year-old. So they're all relatively young, and I tried to pick age-appropriate type of things. So the first thing is for my oldest son. He's a little more difficult to pick things for. I just kind of don't know what an 8-year-old boy likes, but when you talk to him, he really likes kind of STEM-related products. So I think those are great ones. I do have some things still coming in the mail that I have not received yet, but I did get some of his items. One of the things he likes, again, like I said, is kind of building types of engineer things. So items like this is an item called laser pegs, and you can kind of put together this spider, but it also teaches you about circuitry. It's kind of a neat product. They have so many similar things on the market. He also has some games with some laser building and some other circuit type of games, which you can actually learn things that are really fun, but also educational, which I think is great for this age group. So this is an item that I picked up for him. And yeah, I think he's probably going to like it. It's good. It says for ages 8 to 14. And of course it lights up, so you're supposed to, I think, build the spider and figure out different ways of configuring it. So this kind of product I think is great. I will link down below anything that's still available. I'm not sure if all these things are going to be available. Just who knows these days in terms of availability of products, really. But I will link down below if any of them are available still. So the next things that I picked up for him are kind of his requests. So he likes aviation as well, airplanes, things like that. So I do have an airplane making book coming in the mail from Amazon. That was super back ordered like for weeks, so I don't know when it's even going to come. But I did order that. So it's a paper airplane making kit, which he really enjoys. So that's going to be coming soon. Another thing that he requested was just these little airplane foam guys, and I'm sure you've seen these before. It comes in a huge pack like this from Amazon, and they just have different airplanes that you can actually build. It's these little foam airplane guys that I'm sure you've seen before. It tells you how to put it together. It's super simple. I mean, you put it together in like a minute. But they have different versions on here. I mean, this is super inexpensive, but it's a way to actually get your hands on something and actually put something together rather than just taking a toy out of a box. But also, it comes in really fun, different designs, and my other children, in addition to him, really enjoy playing with this together. So they kind of have little airplane flights, or they will go on our balcony and kind of fly the airplanes down and kind of see which one goes the furthest. And this has actually kept them busy for quite some time. So this is actually a pretty big hit so far in our house. Just to quickly mention, what we like to do is we have this treasure box that we say, so they can earn stickers during the day for good behavior, things like that. And then if they get 10 stickers, they get a little prize. So a prize would be, you know, 1 or 2 of these things, for instance. And then that's kind of how we incentivize them to do good deeds during the day and to stay on task. That's kind of how we use these things. But once they earn these prizes, they can pick out, you know, what they want, and then they get to play with them. So these airplane little flyers, this is one of my hits, to be honest with you, in this little haul. But definitely check this stuff out. Okay, so for a little change of pace, I may switch to the couple of girl products or girl type products that I got for my daughter. The first is just a bunch of hair bows. So she is probably a little bit late to join the JoJo Siwa bandwagon, but she now has joined it because she watches a lot of YouTube as well, like I do. So she is obsessed right now, and for that age, which she's 5 years old, that age group, you know, she just changes so often in terms of what she loves. Like during the holidays, she was so into LOL dolls, so she got tons of LOL stuff. That was her thing. And then now, you know, I basically saw one of her LOL dolls with its head taken off on the ground the other day. And I was like, what is this, you know? And she kind of just moved past that. Now she's not into LOL anymore. I was like, all right. So then now she's into JoJo Siwa for whatever reason. I think part of it was too watching The Masked Singer like I do with them. You know, she loves JoJo. So JoJo, as you know, is known for her bows, especially the big cheerleader bows, which I have gotten some for her and I didn't bring up here to show you. But here's just a quick fun set from Target, and it's just the mini bows. And the JoJo bows, as you know, have this little heart emblem on them. That's how you know they're a JoJo bow. But she loves these, so she gets one of these for one of her treasure box prizes if she's good. So she's picked out a couple, as you can tell already, but this is just kind of a fun little treat for her, and she gets to dress up with them, and she is a little mini JoJo Siwa concert the other day, so it's been just kind of fun for her, for right now at least, right? So that's one fun thing I got from Target. And then along with the JoJo theme, this is a bigger prize, which is going to take more than just 10 sticker points to earn, but it's this whole bow kit. So this is kind of fun. And I got this from Target too. So again, I like these types of items where the kids can be occupied and actually make something on their own. So because she loves these bows, you can actually make the bows. So I'm not sure how well this is going to work, but it looks super fun. There's some cute little bow ribbons here, and they have the little centers, which look jeweled too. So I think this will be good. So we'll see. Once she earns it, I'll let you know how it performs for us. But I'm excited to have her earn this as well. So this is a good pick for her. And then, so with my third child in mind, who is 3 years old, he was watching a cartoon the other day, and of course the marketing commercials come on, and he saw this game called Lucky Ducks. And he actually rarely comments on products, but he actually did for this one. He said, "Mommy, can I have that? That looks really fun." And I said, well, you know, I'll think about it. I think it looks like a really age-appropriate game. I think that one of the things that we've been loving to do during this stay-at-home quarantine time is game night. We often like to try to do it usually, but just with the schedules as the way they are normally, it's really hard to carve out a dedicated amount of time on a weekend for this. But now that we're all at home together, it's the perfect time to do these kind of things. That's kind of what we've been trying to do. So it's hard to find age-appropriate games for everyone. So although my kids are all relatively young, you know, the 3-year-old isn't going to have the same interest game-wise as my 8-year-old. So it's hard to find games that are in that category that everyone kind of likes. So this particular game, I think will probably be good. So it wasn't available for a decent price, at least on Amazon. So I went to Target and got it at Target. So it's called Lucky Ducks, and we have not opened it yet because he has not earned it from the treasure box. But basically it's like one of those fair games when you go and pick up the duck and look for a prize on the back of the underside of the duck. And I think it's kind of a matching game or something, but that's really the idea. It's the ducks float around in water and you kind of pick out the different ducks. You can see there. But this is really age appropriate for him. It's ages 3 and up, and he's gonna love this thing. So he's already had his eye on it. He has to earn it a little bit still, but I think this is a great one to kind of pass the time. Game night in general is a great tip, of course. When you have kids at home, it kind of engages them, has great family time, and you get to pick ones that hopefully are a little educational. So here's kind of a matching game, which is nice. And most games, at least board games like this these days, tend to have some educational component or value as well. So I really am a big fan of these kind of games. So this is kind of with my 3-year-old in mind. And then other favorites, just classics, are Lego. And you know, none of these products are like amazing, like new blockbuster products, but they're ones that are really kind of tried and true types of products and ones that our family just really likes. So it's Lego, and we have tons of Lego, like I'm sure a lot of you do, and they're just kind of all floating around the house everywhere. We need a better way to store our Lego. But I picked up some other fun sets from Target. They had a decent sale at Target, so I got these. So the first is a Minecraft set, and this is kind of a little thing for the treasure box for my 8-year-old. He's into Minecraft, and it was really fun. The other day he actually recently did his Zoom call with his friends. They played some games online too. Not Minecraft, they're trying to still set that up, but they played Uno, I think. But he had a good time. So if your children are kind of cooped up in the house here and kind of really missing their friends as he was, you can try to coordinate Zoom calls with your friends and have play dates like that. I think that's worked out really, really well for us. So needless to say, he loves Minecraft, and he's going to try to start playing Minecraft with his friends too on Zoom. And then we have a couple other things. So an Avengers set, which looks kind of fun. And then the third set is one that I had with my younger son in mind, my 3-year-old, although I imagine this is, 7+, but my 3-year-old loves sharks. So I think my 8-year-old will have to help him build it. But look at this, it's really fun. It has the whole kind of underwater set with the shark, so he loves sharks. So these Lego sets are really fun. I like these little small kits because they're easy to do just in one sitting. Some of those bigger ones, although it's a great family project, sometimes are a little too much for them. So these little ones are kind of nice because you can really just do them really quickly in one afternoon and it's kind of done. So yeah, these are little nice gifts to consider picking up for your kids. Alright, and then I just have one final type of product to talk about. So one of the hits in our treasure box over the past couple weeks were those grow dinosaurs. I'm sure you've seen them before. You can buy them everywhere. I got mine from Target, but it's ones that it's just like a dinosaur egg, or you can get unicorns, you can get different characters in them. And then you put them in water, and over 48 hours the animal grows and cracks out of the egg and then grows into a little figurine. The figurine, of course, once you take it out of the water, kind of disintegrates, to be honest, but the whole idea of it is really just to see it grow and hatch out of an egg. So I had a couple dinosaur ones, and my son, my 3-year-old particularly, but also all the kids, loved it. They had spent so much time just kind of watching the egg, and he'd go like hour by hour literally and see if it had grown anymore. So it's great to pass the time, and somewhat educational too. You can talk about dinosaurs and egg hatching, things like that. So that was a huge hit. So I did place a pretty decent order for a whole nother set of dinosaur eggs, also some unicorn eggs that I found with my daughter in mind, who's obsessed with those. So those are still coming, and those are super back ordered as well. Probably won't come for another several weeks from Amazon, but I will link it down below in case you're interested in checking those kind of things out. I think those are really fun treats for them. It's really inexpensive. It's also great for birthday parties, you know, things like that. So definitely check out those eggs I've linked down below. Those are coming to me. But along with that, I also did purchase this kind of egg. It's called a Dig and Discover Dinosaur Eggs. So you can see here, this particular set comes in a set of 12. And as you can see, you're supposed to get all these different dinosaurs, and it comes with some tools. So this is actually super cool because you're able to actually dig out the dinosaur, kind of like in a little fossil style here. I'll quickly show you here. And this has already been picked through, as you can tell, because they picked some out already. They come individually wrapped as a little egg like this, and then it comes with a chisel and a little brush. So what they do is they just go and chisel away and then kind of brush out like the little fossil, which is kind of cool. So one tip, of course, is this does leave a bunch of powder and dust around your house. So we made the mistake the first time where they just did it here and it just kind of got a huge mess. So what they do is they have to go outside to do this. They go in the backyard, do their egg, and then they have a little figurine left over, and they see the little fossil or imprint as well, which is really cool too. And then it also comes with the cards that match with their particular dinosaur. So it tells you a little bit about the dinosaur, and I think there's also supposed to be a game involved in this somehow, but it tells you a little bit about each dinosaur. So it's kind of fun to learn about them. You can also color them on the back, but this is a great way to pass the time too if your children are into dinosaurs just like mine are. Okay, so there you have it. That was my really quick Target and Amazon haul. These are just kind of things I'm loving for my kids these days, and hopefully it gives you some ideas to pass the time in your home as well. If you have any other great ideas of things I should check out for my kids, please let me know. I'm starting to run out of ideas, so I could really use your opinions and advice as well. If you haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave this video a thumbs up if you like this kind of kid content, and also go ahead and subscribe to my channel as well if you haven't done so already. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you and your family are staying really safe and sound during this crazy time, and I will plan to see you again in my next video. Take care. Bye.